All right, well, I'm going to be talking about how to set up a multiple choice assessment using Schoology. So I'll start by sharing my screen. So over here, I have my Schoology course set up. I am going to click up here because I want to put my test at the top. I'm going to add materials up here and add an assessment. Going to give my assessment a title. I can always give it a due date, decide points. I have to enable submissions so that it will accept the student submission. You can choose to use a password, have to choose a category, and then I'm going to click create. This is the setup for the quiz. I can type instructions for the quiz in here, and then I can check all of my settings. If you want your student to be able to use calculator, ruler, protractor, any of that, you can turn them on. Notice that these will give you choices on what type of calculator you want them to be able to use, what type of ruler you want them to be able to use. And then down here, if you want students to view the results after they submit, you can change that to yes, and then you can decide if you want them to see the correct answers as well. You can also decide on the number of attempts students can submit. And then once you set up all of these settings, then you're going to click Save in the quiz. Once I've saved my settings, I can click on here to add questions, and it'll take me to my question page. On the left are all the item choices that I have. I'm going to be selecting multiple choice for today's session. And once my multiple choice screen comes up, if I click inside of the question setup, notice that this bar comes up. So you have a whole plethora of choices. There's text formatting and alignment, links, things. You can insert an image here, and all of these things are available as well. But this is the button I want to show you. If you click on the Tools button, you can record audio. So if you would like to give your directions orally as well as typing them, or if you just want to give them orally, you can record your voice. You can also do a video if you would like to do that for your directions as well. So in here, I'm sorry, not for your directions, but for the actual question that you're going to ask. So for this question, I'm just going to go ahead and type my question in. Spelling's important. Okay, and now here are my options. So I can type in all of my choices. Notice that I have the same bar here. So you can also add audio files in here if you'd like to have your choices spoken to your students. Oops. You can add more options just by selecting the option button. No, what color did I forget? I don't like green, but I'll put green in anyway. And then if I wanted to add more options, I could here. So when I'm finished, I have all of my choices here. At the bottom, this will say correct answer setup. So this is where you choose your correct answer. So my favorite color is purple, so that's obviously the correct answer. I can choose to shuffle my options here, and then Schoology will automatically shuffle them for the students. And then I can also select this box for multiple responses. So if you select multiple responses, then you would choose the multiple answers that are correct for it. Your scoring type is here, they have to have the exact match. So they have to choose both purple and yellow to get full credit. If you select partial match, then if they select one, they get a partial credit for the score. For layout, you can have standard, which means that it will look pretty much just like this. You can also do it in a block setup. So I'll preview these to show you what they look like. In a standard setup, I have one column. I can choose to have multiple columns if I'd like. And then if I save it, I will preview it and show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like here. Notice the radio buttons have gone to checkboxes because there is more than one correct answer. Now let's change a little bit of the formatting so that you can see how it will look differently. So if I change the layout to block layout and I save it, when I preview it here, you'll see that the answers now are in blocks. Okay. Notice that the choices have been shuffled. So then a student would select the blocks and then they could check their answer there. My next formatting option is radio button under the option. This is not one of my favorites, but this is how it will look. So if I save it, preview it. I like to preview because it's a better sense of what it's going to look like. So this would be your options there. Remember that while you're in this, in multiple choice, you can put actual pictures in. So if I wanted to select something that is blue, and then I go to images. Save it. And then I can come over here and I can select image. And I can put the image in instead of the word. So you can always insert images here as well. So you don't just have to do text, you can do images. Again, you can also include an audio clip or a video clip as one of the choices in multiple choice. I save this, and I preview it. This is what it would look like. So that is how easy it is to set up a multiple choice problem in Schoology. Don't forget, you can also add your learning objectives at the bottom for each of your questions.